Hey friends, thanks for tuning in here. Let's talk about Ocgn. Everyone is talking about this. I'm sure you've heard of this stock. For about a month now, it has just been everywhere. To make this as simple as possible and where I don't have to use a bunch of big words to where we all get lost in what's happening here, they are in partnership with a company, Bharat Biotech. They are performing tests to come out with a vaccine for the COVID-19, and they are about to go into the phase 3 development stage. So looking at the history of these stocks, these companies that have come out with vaccines, and of course the biggest one right now is Moderna, and then we have Pfizer. So right now guys, with this stock, Ocugen, this stock has got a lot going on right now. You've got investors in and out of it. They're in the middle of test phases, and know this, Ocugen right now, this is a very risky stock to get into, and you're really taking big gambles right now when you're getting into this. But that's okay, because I know a lot of people like to gamble in the market, and that's where you get a lot of big gains. And obviously, every company with a lab right now is trying to come up with a vaccine, because we're talking billions and billions of dollars right now. Okay friends, and let's go right into the graph right here. Now, looking back at a 5-year chart, this was a pretty hefty stock at one point, and then it just plummeted down to a few cents, which we see this a lot in medical stocks. This isn't really anything crazy that we're seeing here. But since talk of Ocugen trying to come up with a vaccine, their numbers have really went up here. And if you type up anything looking for articles on this news-wise, you're going to see a lot of people say, well, it's over, it had its run. But guys, they're still in development of coming up with the vaccine. And plus, these articles just love drama, so be careful. Don't read too much into them. But this coming Monday, the market, I believe, is going to come back pretty strong because we've got talks of stimulus. And I'm willing to say Ocugen is going to come back to around a $15 mark. And if it can get above a $15 mark where it's passing its last big high, you're definitely going to see a $20 mark. And guys, here's another tidbit of news. Starting this Monday, February 22nd, Ocugen has a meeting about adding common shares to their stock. So if that were to get passed, you may see a little ripple in the stock. So that's why I'm saying right now, there's a lot of things going on with this stock. It's a very dangerous stock, but it could be worth the squeeze if you're willing to take a risk. But going back to the chart right here, when news was finally starting to break, this thing just kept shooting up and shooting up. Eventually around February 8th, it hit around almost $16, a little under. And since then, it's just been sitting around a $10 range. And honestly, that's not terrible. That means a lot of people are still sitting in this. You have a lot of people just waiting for news. There hasn't been news with Ocugen saying that the vaccines have failed. So people are just waiting right now. Now, if you're saying and you're thinking, why would I want to get into a stock like this? We've already got 2 vaccines for the COVID-19. We do, yes, but you have to understand you're going to keep having these companies coming out with better vaccines, faster vaccines, easier vaccines to work with, and probably cheaper too, which in turn is going to make that company / their stock more valuable. But for this stock, I still think there's a lot of meat left on the bones. This hitting a $20 mark as news continues to come out here and people are patient enough to wait in it, I definitely think the juice is worth the squeeze with this one. This coming week with this stock is going to be really interesting. I think this week is going to tell us really where this stock might be headed, and we're probably going to see another run on it here very soon. Look at this right here. Now, Ocugen is talking with the U.S. Food Drug Administration, FDA, to establish a pathway to possible emergency use authorization. We don't yet know how long it may take to bring Covaxin to market in the U.S., but if the FDA authorized the vaccine candidate, Ocugen would retain 45% of the U.S. profit. Bharat would pocket the rest. So guys, 45%, obviously easy math on that. That's almost half. That would be a lot of money we're talking about here. And that would significantly drive up the stock, which in turning around, you would profit from the stock because this would be a company that is now making money. But friends, let's talk about price predictions. And that's what most of you are wanting to know about right now. So knowing what we know about stocks that are evolving around something that could in turnaround make millions of dollars. Right now with this stock, it is surviving on hype, and that's what we're going off of right now. We're going off what could happen, and with every piece of good news that we collect, this stock continues to grow. So with buying into this stock, there's no guarantee saying that you're gonna make $100 a share off of it, but there is a flip side to it in saying you're rolling the dice with this one. So could this hit $100? absolutely this could hit $100 stock. Honestly, I think this stock is going to be a $20 to $30 stock just off hype as news continues to come out. But if it were to come out with a vaccine that was fast, affordable, cheap, and able to be sourced out into the world, we would see a huge gain in this stock. And $100 would not be crazy at all. But like I said, friends, I'm not telling you to invest in this. I'm just saying watch it. This is a roll of the dice right here. This could be a life-changing stock, or this could be one that really does some damage to you. So friends, like I said, there's a lot of people talking about this one right now. Put it on the watch list. And this is a different one to get into. I don't see this being a stock that you're going to be in for years to come. But this may be one you get into to make some quick money. But friends, like always, remember, be positive, be you. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, friends.